report that this is a document that he completed in your presence whilst talking to you. What is your comment?
Uze la enkantolo yena ephethe incwadi thizeni wathi incwadi bekade eyigcwalisa enawe.
Cha, akaze ngise ngiyibone.
I did not see that document.
Are you saying you did not see this document then in 2020, or you did not see the document he was talking about here in court?
Uthini uthi leyo ncwadi le akhuluma ngayo awukaze uyibone ngalesa sikhathi ngo-2020 noma ngalesikhathi ela enkantolo?
Kusekatolo sikhuluma into yange-5 June 2020.
My Lord,
Akaze ngiyibone.
we are referring to an incident of the 5th of June 2020. I did not see that document.
Did he ask you your information, particular such as your name, where you come from?
Uye wakubuza ngawe ukuthi wena ubuyaphi ungubani?
Cha, akaze ngibuza.
No, he did not ask me such.
And then, I believe my Lord is Exhibit GG, if I'm not mistaken, they're pointing out. GG.
GG.
Yes. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, okay, go on.
Okay, yes. And then in the document he endorsed. So, okay, let's clarify this. Did you and him ever spoke on that day?
Ngaleliya langa wena naye niye nakhuluma.
Ngoba nje wayengilayela ukuthi angenza ukuthi ingoba wayekhuluma nami.
As he was instructing me to do such and such, that is when he was speaking to me.
Okay. And then in the document he endorsed that your name is Muzi Sibiya.
Kuleyo ncwadi yena uye wabhala ukuthi igama lakho uMuzi Sikhulelwa Sibiya.
Angazi.
I do not know.
Ngoba ngithi akaze ngimbone ebhala, angaze ngimbone ebhala.
As I am stating that I did not see him writing.
Did he ask for your name?
Uye wacela igama lakho?
Cha.
No.
And then he further went to say place Nongoma KZN.
Waphinda wabhala nokuthi wena ubuya ekhaya kwaNongoma eKZN.
Akaze ngimbone ebhala. Ngebhada ngiphuma kwaNongoma mina suke emahlabathini.
I did not see him writing, and unfortunately I am not from kwaNongoma, I am from Mahlabathini.
Sex indicated that you are a male.
Wathi ke wena ungumuntu wesilisa.
Akaze ngimbone ebhala, wayengibona ukuthi umuntu wesilisa shoot.
I did not see him writing. I believe he just saw me that I am a male indeed.
And then your address, he wrote that Singoza Primary School.
Ikheli lakho uye wabhala ukuthi Singoza Primary School.
Angaze ngimbone, akusilona ikheli lami lelo.
I did not see him, and that is not my address, my Lord.
Do you know this particular primary school?
Uyasazi leso sikolo?
Yeah, besikole ngiyasazi.
Yes, I know the school.
Where is it?
Sikuphi?
SikwaNongoma.
It is kwaNongoma.
Thank you. Age, he wrote 34 years.
Uthi iminyaka uye wabhala ukuthi uneminyaka e34.
Mayebhala angaze ngimbone ebhala, angimazi ukuthi wayebhala ekuthatha kuphi ngoba akaze ngibuze khona.
I did not see him writing, therefore I do not know where he took that information from, since he was not writing in my presence.
We'll just go to another paragraph. He said when he did these questions, there was no one in that particular office, it was you and him.
Yena utheke lemibuzo uma ekubuza yona wayekade kungenamuntu omunye eoffice, bekade kuwe naye kuphela.
Akwenzakalanga kanjalo. Ngoba kukhona necamera nje ngishuthayo, ngoba kukhona no camera.
That is not
nephoyisa eli1 lela lokhu jikajika la eminyaka. Ayilokho ejikajika la eminyaka.
That is not how it happened. As there was a camera, there was a photographer and another police officer who was just moving around next to the door.
When he was asked as to the presence of any other person on this particular aspect, Colonel Hadeb indicated that when he did this particular exercise, it was the two of you, or he only invited the cameraman when he was done.
Ithe mayebuzwa ngale ndaba yena uthe ngalesikhathi enza lesi statement kwekade kuwe naye kuphela uye wabiza lo ozothatha izithombe ngemva kokuthi bese sekaqedile ukubhala.
Cha, akwenzakalanga kanjalo angazi ngibe naye soyithu kuphela.
That is incorrect, my lord. That's not how it happened. I have never been with him, only the two of us. It did not happen.
And then he further said that he showed you his appointment certificate.
Uthi futhi yena uye wakubonisa nekaridi lakhe lokuthi yena uyiphoyisa.
Cha, akaze ngibonise.
No, he did not show me.
And then he said at the bottom you put your thumbprint and then you signed, he also signed.
Uthi phansi ke kuso lesiya statement wena uye wabeka isithupha sakho wasayina naye wasayina.
Uma ngisibekile isithupha ngisakhumbuli ngangiphoqeleka ukuthi kumele ngikwenze lokho babefuna ukuthi ngikwenze ngaleso sikhathi.
If I had placed my thumbprint, I do not remember. I was forced to do such if I did indeed put my fingerprint and sign.
Who forced you to put your fingerprint and sign?
Uphoqo ubani ukuthi ubeke isithupha sakho bese uyasayina?
Amaphoyisa ewonke ayekhona.
All
Ngangiphoqeleka ukuthi ngenze noma yini abayifunayo.
All the police
save impilo yami.
All the police officers that were there, I was forced to do everything that they wanted me to do as I had to save my life.
Are you saying inside that particular office there were other police officers?
Uthini phakathi kwalelo office kwakade kunamanye amaphoyisa?
uHadebe uyiphoyisa, lo weyithombe uyiphoyisa, iphoyisa lajikajika amaphoyisa ajikajika lapha phambi komnyango amaphoyisa.
Hadebe is a police officer. The one who was taking pictures is also a police officer. And these other police that were moving around next to the door, they were also police officers, my lord.
Bese ngingachaza ukuthi alikho iphoyisa nelilodwa lesesayidini lami onke amaphoyisa ayecindezela mina.
And as I have stated that there was not even one police officer that was on my side. All the police officers, they were against me.
Was the door not closed, sir?
Umnyango wakade ungavalwanga?
Ongavalwanga.
No, it was not closed.
So you could see this particular police office.
Shukuthi leli phoyisa bokade ulibele ulibona liyehla linyuka.
Isikhathi sonke isikhathi ngilapha.
All the times as I was in that office.
Was it a uniform police officer or a police officer in a civilian clothing?
Wayekade egqoke uniform noma impahla zakhe zasekhaya?
Wayegqoke uniform.
He was in uniform.
Kwakuyiphathi yama TRT.
And it was part of the TRT officers.
Very interesting.
Uthi iyamangaza futhi into engathi yona iyezwakala.
It's never put to Colonel Hadebe that there was a police officer that kept on lingering around the office, making up and down movements, and the door that was not closed.
Ngoba uKolonel Hadebe ngalesikhathi ephana ngobufakazi bakhe akazange atshelwe ukuthi Hadebe likhona iphoyisa lalikade lizula laphayana ebelikade lizula ngase officeini lakho ngalesikhathi efakazi.
Yebo, akazetshela kodwa manje mina inkatolo ngoba ngila iboxini ngiyayitshela ukuthi kwaba kanjalo.
Yes, my lord. It was not put to him. However, as I am here in the witness stand, I am now informing the court that that is what happened.
So I put it to you that you are fabricating evidence.
Uthi uyakutshela ke umshushisi ukuthi wena uyaziqambela lobufakazi obusho.
Kose katola ngeke ngiqamba amanga ngikhuluma into eyenzeka kimi yimi engangikhona lapha ngalesa sikhathi.
My lord, I would not lie. I am stating exactly what happened to me whilst I was there.
Anginaso isizathu esingenza ukuthi ngiqambele amaphoyisa amanga.
There is no reason for me to lie about the police officers.
Is there a reason for Colonel Hadebe to lie?
Sikhona isizathu esingayenza uKolonel Hadebe ukuthi yena aqamba amanga.
Kose katolo ngiyaphinda anginalo ilungelo lokubona ukuthi umuntu uqamba amanga phakathi kwale katolo. Ekufanele ngikusho ukuthi mina kwenzeka ukuthi lokuthi. umuntu eyobona ukuthi lo muntu beqambamanga noma beqinisile inkosi ekati olenelungelo lokuthatha leso sinqumo leso mina ngikwazi ukuthi umuntu ngithi unamanga.
My Lord, I am repeating that I do not have a right to see or to state that a person is lying in court. There is a person who is in charge who would be able to see whether that person was lying or not.
Okay, I want to go back to these questions that I asked previously about this version, because clearly it is a new version. Let us proceed.
Ngiyaka sabuyele emuva ngale mibuzo lebekade ibuziwe ngoba sekuyinto entsha kodwa asiqhubeke.
He said the said was asked whether he was informed of the reason of his arrest as prescribed by Section 35 of Act 108 of 1996.
Thike uye wabuzwa ukuthi uye watshelwa amalungelo wakhe ukuya ngomthetho sisekelo.
Cha akukho abangitshela khona bathi amalungelo ami.
There was no point when I was informed of my rights.
Indaba yamalungelo nje ngiqala ukuzwa mangifika la ecourt lokube ephikisana ngokuthi amalungelo nani nani ngabe ngiqala nje indaba yokuthi amalungelo ukuthi bakhona umuntu othi wangitshela amalungelo akekho noyi1 okwangitshela ngamalungelo ukuthi nginamalungelo cha.
I firstly heard about rights that were explained, that they were allegedly explained to me when I was in court, as they were arguing that I was informed of my rights.
And in your response to that question was, yes, I was informed, incarcerated for drug dealing.
Kuthiwa wena impendulo yakho yewathi yebo ngiye ngatshelwa ngalawo malungelo njengoba ngangikade ngiboshelwe ukudayisa idakamizwa.
Cha akaze ngiphendule impendulo enjalo.
No, I never answered such a question.
So where does Colonel Hadebe get this piece of information?
Ulithatha phi lolu lwazi uKhenela Hadebe?
Inkosi kaToncinci olwani.
Which piece of evidence are you referring to?
That I was incarcerated for drug dealing.
Leyo ukuthi ukade uboshelwe ukuthengisa idakamizwa.
Angeke ngize ngimphendulele ukuthi uthatha phi. Kodwa akathathanga kimi. Mina akukho engangamtshela khona ngale nto leyo.
I cannot respond on his behalf on where did he get that information, but he did not get it from me.
The said person was informed of the right to remain silent.
Kuthiwa futhi wena uye wacebiswa nangelungelo lakho lokuthula.
Cha akekho wangitshela ngelungelo lokuthula.
No, I was not informed of my right to silence.
He was informed that he has the right to remain silent and of the consequences of if he does not remain silent.
Futhi kuthiwa wena uye wacebiswa nokuthi unalo lelo lungelo lokuthula uma ungathuli kuzoyenzakalani.
Inkosi kaTolo namanje ngiyaphinda akazi ngize ngitshelwe.
I repeat,
ukucebisa ukuthi ngingathula angazange ngize ngitshelwe.
I repeat, I was not informed of such a right, my lord.
He was also warned that he was not obliged to make any confession or admission that might later be used against him.
Uye wacebiswa futhi nokuthi unelungelo lokuthi uthule ungakhulumi lutho ngoba noma yini ozoyikhuluma ingahle isetshenziswe ngakuwe.
Cha akaze ngitshelwe umuntu.
No, I was not informed by anyone.
He was also warned that he has the right to consult with a legal representative of his choice, and if he cannot afford the services of such legal representative, a legal representative can be appointed by the state.
Bakwexwayisa futhi nokuthi unelungelo lokuthi ungaba nommeli uma engabe ungenayo ummeli ungahle ufake isicelo sokuthi ufunelwe ummeli wombuso.
Cha akaze beze bekhulume ngommeli.
No.
Ukuba bakhuluma ngommeli mhlawumbe uyena umuntu wayezongikhipha kulola leyankinga engangikuya la maphoyisa lawa ya.
No, there was no information given to me regarding a legal representative. If I were to be informed of such, perhaps that legal representative is the one that would have taken me out of that problem that I was in regarding the police.
This one is applicable to minors. If he is a minor, he has the right to be supported by his next of kin, guardian, legal representative, or any other person of his choice before makes any statement, confession, admission, or pointing out.
Futhi ke uma ingabe ku ubo ukade ungumntwana ongaphansi kweminyaka wena wawuzoba nelungelo lokuthi ungahle ube nomzali noma umuntu okunakekele ngaleso sikhathi.
cha akekho angitshenayo.
There is no one that explained that to me, my
And
lord.
the question that was put, do you understand the warning I've given to you? You said, yes, I understand.
Kuthiwa umbuzo owayo wena wabuzwa wona ukuthi uyazwisisa na lokho engikutshele ngawo, wena wathi yebo ngiyezwa.
Cha.
No.
Angazi ngidibane nombuzo onjalo. Angazi ngiphendule impendulo enjalo.
No, I never met such a question and I've never had such an answer.
The said person is informed that he is in the presence of a justice of the peace and officer in the South African police. He is warned that he is not compelled to point out any sins or point out points of sins to say anything, I'll pause there, about such sin.
Wena ke kuthiwa uye wacebiswa futhi nokuthi uphambi kwephoyisa la ukuthi wena unelungelo lokuthi ungayi ukuyokhomba into ethize noma indawo ethize la kwenzakele isigameko.
Cha akekho angitshela lo mbuzo lowo.
No, there is no one who had informed me of such, right?
The said person is further warned that any boy may point out may say will be pointed down, and photographs of the scenes points pointed out will be taken and may later be used as evidence during subsequent trial.
Futhi ke kuthiwa wena uye wacebiswa nokuthi noma yiphi indawo ozoyikhomba noma umuntu ozomkhomba kungahle lokho kusetshenziswe njengobufakazi uma icala liqhubeka liqulwa.
Paragraph 5.
Cha akaze ngize ngitshenwe and ayikho nendawo engayikhomba.
I was not told and there is no place that I pointed out.
Ngaphandle ukuthi uHadebe ethi angikhombe la ngikhombe la athi angikhombe khona.
Except where Hadebe had said I should point, that is when I pointed.
He is asked whether he knows and understands the warning given to him now, and his answer to this is as follows: I understand the warning.
Wena ke uye wabuzwa ukuthi uyazwisisa na lesicebiswa abakutshela ngaso, wena wathi yebo ngiyazwisisa.
Kosekatola akaze ngize ngiphane ngeanswer enjalo.
My lord, I've never given such an answer.
And you do not recall being asked this particular question.
Awukhumbuli ubuzwa nombuzo njalo.
Angaze ngize ngibuze umbuzo onjalo.
I have never been asked such a question.
It is further asked if he still wishes to point out sins or points, and reply to this is, I still want to point out and give a statement.
Wena uye wabuzwa nokuthi usafuna ukuqhubeka na uyokhomba indawo ezithize, wena wathi yebo ngisafuna ukuqhubeka ngiyokhomba.
Kosekatola ngaze ngibuze umbuzo onjalo, angaze ngiphane ngaleyo answer enjalo.
My lord, I've never been asked such a question and I have never given such an answer.
And then the person placed his fingerprint as well as a signature, and Colonel Hadebe also signed.
Bese ke umuntu wabeka ke isithupha sakhe wasayina no Colonel Hadebe naye wasayina.
Kosekatolo noma ngakhumbuli mangasayina ngangiphoqeleka ukuthi kumele ngisayine, kumele ngiphinde beke isithupha, kumele ngenze konke okushiwa amaphoyisa ukuthi angikwenze.
My lord, even though I do not remember, but if I did put my thumbprint and signed, I was forced by the police as I was given no choice.
Kodwa konke ngangikwenza ngangakwenzi ngetando yami nangokukhululeka.
But all that I was doing, I did not do it freely and voluntarily.
Have you,
Ngangilokhu ngethuke ngesikhathi ngikhonjwe ngebhame enkulu nge-30 since angaze ngize ngithole ukuba ngikhululeke.
And I was frightened since I was pointed with rifles on the 30th. Therefore, I have never been free.
and then in page 7, have you previously, paragraph 7, have you previously pointed out anything of a similar nature?
Futhi uye wabuzwa ukuthi kukhona isikhathi la uke wayokhomba into ecishe ifana naleyo.
Angaze ngibuze lo mbuzo lo.
I have never been asked such a question.
If so, where and when and to whom, and it was noted not applicable.
Uma kunjalo kuye kwabuzwa ukuthi wakhomba kuphi nakubani, kwabhalwa ukuthi lo mbuzo awuzange uphendulwe noma awuzange usetshenziswe.
Kosekatola angaze ngize ngibuzwe, angaze ngize ngibe neanswer engiphendulayo. Ama-answer ala akushola angwazi, lembuzo le eshola angiyazi.
My lord, I've never been asked such a question and I've never pointed anything. These questions, I do not know them.
Were you in any way assaulted or threatened or influenced by any person to point out the sins and or points? The answer was no.
Uye washawa waphoqwa noma wathenjiswa into ethize umuntu othize ngaphambi kokuthi uyokhomba le ndawo lezo wena impendulo yakho wathi cha.
Cha kusekatola kaze ngidibane nalo mbuzo lowo angazi ngizimphandle ngaleyo pendulo leyo.
No, my Lord, I've never met such a question and I have never stated such responses.
Do you have any injuries or bruises of any nature whatsoever? Can you show them to me? If so, please show me. Answer, no.
Uye wabuzwa futhi nokuthi kunala ulimele khona noma kunezimpawu zala wena ulimele khona noma uvuvukelwe khona wena waphendula wathi cha.
Kusekatola kaze ngidibana lo mbuzo lowo angaze ngiphandle ngaleyo answer leyo. Ngisenama mark namanje ama handcuff la nezandla zayivuvukela.
My Lord, I have never been asked such a question and I have never answered in such a way. I still have marks of handcuffs on my wrists and even my hands, my wrists were swollen.
And an observation by the officer, a picture of the accused was taken by Sergeant Mapakela from LCRC Albertine. He is calm.
Futhi ke kuthiwa wena uye wathathwa isithombe wawukade ubonakala umuntu okhululekile.
Angaze ngikhululeke.
I was never calm.
Uma ngingathatha izithombe zami engishutha mina ngefoni yami ungayibona ukuthi ayifana lezi izithombe lezi ezivezwa la e-TV. Lezi ezala e-TV ziyabona akusiyo inhloso yami ukuthanda ukushutha lezi izithombe ngishutha ngoba kuthiwa yenza lokho esithi kwenze.
My Lord, if I could show the court pictures that were taken by myself using my own cell phone, the court would then see the difference between the pictures that I voluntarily took and the pictures that were shown on the screen. These shows that these pictures that were on the screen, it's pictures where I was not free.
How so? So explain. Just show us points to show that you were not free in that particular picture.
Uthi ake uchaze ke ubonisa ukuthi bokade ungakhululekanga kulezi izithombe.
Kusekatolo ngicela bengivezele izithombe ngibabonise ukuthi ngangakhululekanga.
My Lord,
bese kushoda ukuthi ezami ngishutha ngefoni yami ngishutha izithombe ngikhululekile ukuthi ngaba azikho ke kuzona la. Kodwa ifoni yami isemaphoyiseni.
my Lord, may pictures be shown and I would point that I was not free, and unfortunately we would not have pictures that I took using my phone. However, my phone is with the police officers.
Show his face. This is the first picture.
Nasi isithombe sokuqala.
Lesi sithombe mawusibheka sinaso ngisho ismile okhomba ukuthi ngangingashuthi ngokuthanda kwami ngangiphoqeleka ukuthi angishuthe ngoba ethi uHadebe angenze kanje. Ene mina angishuthi ngiqimbile if ngithanda ukushutha izithombe. Konke ngangikwenzisa uHadebe ngokuthanda kwakhe. Intando kaHadebe yonke le yayingenzisa le nto.
Firstly, my Lord, when you look at this picture, it does not even show a smile, and I am normally a person that smiles when I take pictures voluntarily. These pictures were taken as I was instructed by Hadebe to take these pictures. I normally do not take such pictures. I smile whenever I take a picture.
But that is your own interpretation of that picture.
Ukubona kwakho kwalesi sithombe.
Kusekatolo injengoba ngize ngisho.
My Lord, that is how it is as I am stating.
Ngiyazazi mangishutha isithombe ngokwami ngithi ngifuna ukushutha.
I know myself when I take pictures, wanting to take pictures.
La ngangiphoqiwe ukuthi angenze lento le abayifunayo.
Here I was forced of what to do and instructed to do what they wanted me to do.
On paragraph 11, Colonel Hadebe noted the registration number of the vehicle that was used, BVL 755B, kilometer reading 80652. Driver warrant officer Nailana.
Colonel
Any comment?
Wabhala yena ukuthi imoto inhlobo yini yemoto benisebenzisa amakilometer wakhona bekuwa maphi, wabhala futhi nokuthi umuntu bekade eyishayela bekunalana.
Kusekatolo uHadebe wayibhala angazi ukuthi wayibhala ini lapha ya.
My Lord, that is what Hadebe had written. I do not know what was he writing.
Angaze ngibone amakilometer emoto angaze ayikho into yemoto engathi ngiyayazi mina.
I did not see the kilometers of the motor vehicle. There is nothing that I know regarding that motor vehicle.
uHadebe uyo wazi yonke le nto leya eyayenzeka lapha ya.
Hadebe is the one that knows everything that was happening there.
Passenger left from front, Lieutenant Colonel Hadebe. Passenger on the right back, none. Passenger left back, Muzi Sibiya.
Wabhala ke futhi nabantu abekade bekhona laphayana emotweni nawe wakubhala ukuthi ubokade khona emotweni.
Emotweni ababengifake kuyo ngangikhona Nkosi eKatolo.
Yes, my lord, the vehicle that I was put in, I was present there.
Name of the photographer, Sergeant Maphakela.
Kwabhalwa nomuntu lo bekade ethwebula ithombe ukuthi kwakade ku Sergeant Maphakela.
Bengasamkhumbuli umuzi wamanje.
I did not remember his surname, but I hear the surname now.
Depart from Albertine Subs and dates returned 2020-06-05.
Kwasukwa ke esiphoyiseni sase Albertine nabuya khona futhi.
Isikhathi angisikhumbuli kodwa sasuke eAlbertine.
I do not recall the time, but we left from Albertine.
Time returned 13:30, kilometer reading 80690.
Futhi nokubuya nabuya imizuzu emashumi amathathu ngemva kwehora lokuqala amakilometer wabhala nawo ukuthi ibuye imoto inamaphi amakilometer.
And then when you came back, when you returned from the pointing out, the following questions were put in paragraph 12.
Uthi manibuya ke ukuyokhomba uye wabuzwa imibuzo ethize.
Nkosi eKatolo isikhathi angisazi ngangenawashi uHadebe wazi isikhathi. Masibuya ayikho imibuzo engabuzwa yona.
My lord, I did not have a watch and I do not know what time was it. Hadebe is the one that knew, and when we came back, I was not asked any question.
After conclusion of the pointing out of the scenes or points, the notes are read to the person who pointed out and they are interpreted once again. The following questions are now put to the person who pointed out the scene and or points. Number 1.
Uthi ngemva kokuthi nibuye ke wena uye wafundelwa nokuthi wena ukukhombeni kwathiwani bekunotoliki nawo umbuzo wokuqala oye wabuzwa wona.
Cha akaze ngifundelwe lutho Nkosi eKatolo.
No, my lord, there is nothing that was read for me.
Are you satisfied that which you pointed out and said has been noted down correctly? Answer yes.
Waneselekile nawo ukuthi yonke into ebekade wena uyikhomba ibhalwe kahle. Impendulo yakho wena uthe yebo.
Nkosi eKatolo akaze ngidibana lo mbuzo lo akaze ngiphane ngalo answer.
My lord, I never met such a question and I did not give such an answer.
Are you satisfied that which you pointed out in your own version of what took place? Answer yes.
Uwenelisekile na ngalento oyikhombile wena impendulo yakho yathi yebo.
Nkosi eKatolo akaze ngidibana lo mbuzo lo angaze ngiphane ngalo answer leyo.
My lord, I never met that kind of a question and I did not give such an answer.
Do you have any complaints about the manner in which I conducted the pointing out? Answer no.
Unesikhalazo ngalendlela ekuthi ngiye ngasebenza ngakhona ngalesikhathi kuyokhonjwa wena waphendula wathi cha.
Nkosi eKatolo akaze ngidibana lo mbuzo lowo angaze ngiphane futhi ngalo answer isho.
My lord, I did not meet such a question and I did not give such a response.
Are you satisfied with the interpreter? Answer not applicable.
Wena uye wabuzwa ke ukuthi wena selekile na ngotoliki akuzange lokho akuzange kubhalwe lutho kuyo.
Nkosi eKatolo akaze ngidibana nalo mbuzo lo.
My lord, I did not meet such a question.
And the place is Albertine, date 2020-06-05, time 14:20, and then warrant of Colonel Hadebe also signed.
Ngalelo langa ke le 5 zika June 2020 Colonel Hadebe yena wasayina lapha.
And then it was scratched out, there was no interpreter, and then you put your fingerprint, signature, and he also signed.
Kwa sulwa ke ukuthi bekungenatoliki wena wabeka isithupha sakho wasayina lapha.
Isithupha manje ngisibeka ngangiphoqeleka ukuthi kumele ngisibeke kwangesintando yami.
If I had put my fingerprint, it would be that I was forced. It was not my will.
Okay, let's proceed. Brigadier UGininda testified before this court that when he requested the assistance of Colonel Hadebe as well as Colonel Mboto, he wanted independent officers that are not privy to the investigations.
Brigadier UGininda yana ithema iphana ngobufakazi uthe ngalesikhathi ecela uncedo ku Colonel Mboto no Colonel. Please repeat. Colonel Mboto and
Hadebe
and no Colonel Hadebe wayekade efuna abantu abazimele abekade bona bangenalo ulwazi laleli cala.
Kuze katolwa ngeke ngiphawulele uGininda kodwa mina mangifika kulaba bathi labaya babekhombisa ubulwane abakhombisa ungamnalwazi necala ngoba bengibuza imibuzo ukuthi ngazini ngokufa kukaSenzo.
My Lord.
Lo usukazi ukuthi yini enzakalana.
My Lord, I would not respond on behalf of Ugininda. However, those people, when I arrived there, they were showing animosity, asking me what is the knowledge that I have with regards to the death of Senzo.
So your conclusion is that they were not independent.
Uya ngawe ubona ukuthi bekungasabantu abayimele.
Kuya ngami akusiba abantu abayimele.
Correct? According to me, they were not independent.
Abantu abasebenzisana naye uGininda labaya.
It's people that are working closely with Ugininda.
Thank you. Let's go to the issue of rights.
Asiyeke kumalungelo.
You testify